I couldn't even look at him. He should have got way more than that, to be honest with you. I think they should have brought the death penalty back just for him. I really do.
I will not forget the day. It was a Sunday and I got a phone call, and it was the detective inspector from the Lanarkshire area informed me and says, "We think we've got something serious here. We've got a report of a body in bushes, badly burned."
On the 22nd of May 2010, in the village of Newmains, just outside Wishaw,
in North Lanarkshire, the burnt remains of 17-year-old student Zoe Nelson had been found in an area known as Monkey Hill. She'd been suffocated and stabbed before being set on fire. It was a murder that terrified the local community.
The very first people to be interviewed by the police were Zoe's family.
The family unit extended throughout the street of Crindlewright Crescent. The mum, the stepdad and her sister lived in one house, but the gran lived opposite and had other family members in the street. So it was like a mini family community within a community as such.
Something had occurred in that mini community that gave the police what could be their first piece of the puzzle.
It was an argument with members of her family that sparked the tragic chain of events that led to the 22nd of May 2010.
The argument was between Zoe and her sister Laura Ann, who at 16 was only a year younger than Zoe. It emerged that their disagreement was over a local man, 21-year-old Robert Bain, who Zoe had been seeing.
Zoe's mum didn't really know Robert Bain, just he was a guy who the daughters were going with. He's got a tribal tattoo on the right-hand side of his face. He's physically quite imposing, you know, to people. He's a kind of big kind of bodybuilder guy, and you can see why people were intimidated by him.
Zoe was leaving her house at around 5 p.m. that Saturday evening, the 22nd of May, with Bain, when she and her sister started shouting at each other. The pair came to blows on the driveway before their mum, Marianne, came out to separate them.
Laura Ann was interviewed by specialist investigators, the family liaison investigators. She knew her sister. She could tell us a lot about her. She knew lifestyle and what was going on in that community. She could tell us a lot about that. And we just weren't getting it. We just weren't getting that rich picture, if you want to put it that way, of information. And it's as if she shut down inside. She just withdrew into herself and shut down. But we knew there was more to give. We always knew that. But the reasons why we didn't have a clue on, to be honest with you.
The shock of Zoe's death was beginning to spread through the community. People were scared, but no one was coming forward with any information.
But I was pretty unhappy that the information we were getting through just wasn't enough, you know. And I said, we're missing something here. They decided to create an email address, which was anonymous, and a text number, so young people could text in information anonymously to put us in a right line of inquiry. And if they wanted to speak us formally, we would take that as well. We were starting to get information from people, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. It was beginning to come through now. The confidence was coming back, and we got a name from that.
Many said that they'd seen her accompanied by a man with a tattooed face, and that man was Robert Bain.
We got a 14-year-old girl who came forward to say, I met Zoe and this guy behind Asda drinking alcohol about midday on the Saturday the 22nd. And we've went to Asda and we've got the CCTV and there she is. And that image was really important because that's the clothes she's wearing on the day. She's got a white top on, light grey joggers and black trainers. So it's really important to say that is the last picture we have of Zoe, and then we can put that out to witnesses to say, did you see this girl? So we're beginning to get a timeline. We know she's been in Asda, she'd a bottle of vodka, and he'd a bottle of tequila with a special red Mexican hat on it. And he was very, very drunk. Our mother said Zoe appeared back at the house at 5 o'clock on Saturday. I spent 5 hours together, these two, drinking. Why would they not spend the next few hours together then? We get a witness in the local house in the state with his Champions League night. And his house was a row of houses next to the scene where Zoe's body was. And he says, I remember seeing a guy going by, big bloke, aggressive, and he had a tattoo in his face. And he's saying he sees him at about 8 o'clock at night. So we've got him but not her now. So we don't know where have they went, what have they done.
Police went back to the evidence found near Zoe's body, and that gave them something that would link Bain to the scene, thanks to a crucial detail provided by the 14-year-old girl who'd seen Zoe and Bain together at Asda.
Zoe's body's found dead, and it's a tequila bottle with a red Mexican hat lying near to the body. Which means, the person with the bottle made it to the scene where her body was found.